Is this app for particular markets? So it is for particular markets. Someone asked me about that recently, and I researched it. It was not in my area. Let's see. I will dig it up for you again, Maria, but I have not personally used it, so I can answer that one right there. Hopefully other folks will know too, or may know a little bit more about it, but it is only in certain areas. Can I use the self-checkout in Target even if I have coupons and will get gift cards for items that I've bought? You can. It's going to prompt that self-checkout cashier to come and help you. And it tends to still have issues. So if you've got a lot of coupons that you're trying to use at Target checkout, like self-checkout, it's really not going to be happy in the end. You can still use Cartwheel though. You can still use manufacturers, but there's kind of a limit to where it then flips out and makes the person come and help you. And it will definitely do that for the gift cards. I would just recommend going to a cashier, honestly. If you've got a big transaction and you know you're going to get gift cards back, I find it easier to just get it all done in one step, but you can. You're just going to have to wait for whoever's monitoring all the self-checkouts to get to you. And if they're dealing with other people, you could be waiting for a few minutes. Okay, so Heidi's saying you can do it yourself. I would think that they're still going to have to come and verify, though, if you've used a bunch of coupons. But there we go. So I tend to never do self-checkout, and the last time I did, I bought one thing that you weren't allowed to buy at self-checkout in the first place, so we still ended up having to go somewhere else. Target, for me, I would just rather be at the cashier. But if it works, I'm glad to hear it from you guys. Let's see. So on the YouTube side, Deb says, I took your advice and chose one grocery store and one drugstore. I shopped at Kroger with the mega event and coupons, and it still feels like I spent more than when I shop at Walmart and Price Match. So Deb, what I would recommend is that you kind of stick with, when you're sticking with that one store, or for folks that are getting started, I mentioned this last week, that you try to make that first list small, so maybe 10 items as we're heading out to the store. So it's not overwhelming. It's not, you don't feel like you're spending a ton of time getting prepped for the store. You just feel like it's all kind of going to come together pretty simple, since we're getting 10 things, and maybe a few of each of those 10 things, but don't go super overboard. Don't add a whole bunch to the buggy. The other thing to help too is to remember that you still have a budget. So as you're looking at that Kroger mega event list and you keep adding things to it because you're like, oh, well, it's on the list and we could use it at some point, it's going to be pretty costly at the end if you're adding a ton of those items in, kind of still trying to stick it in and get those items in the amount that you would like to spend. You might have to be a little bit more picky as to what gets added to the list as well. Let's see. So Ergen says, I tried using a Catalina at self-checkout, $2 off your total purchase, that I received from a different store, but didn't have any other store logo on it, and the system rejected it, and the front-end manager said that they don't take them. It's interesting that it did reject it. If it doesn't have a store logo on it, they actually, if we're talking Target here anyway, Target actually prints them. So you shouldn't have had an issue with using it at all. The fact that it kicked out, the only question I would have is, how many items did you have in your buggy, and did you already have a coupon for each of the items in your buggy? Because a Catalina offer is a manufacturer's coupon. So if I'm going into the store and I already have 3 things, I only have 3 things, and I have a coupon for each one of those 3 things already, and I'm going to try to pay with that $2 Catalina from the other store, it's not going to work, because now I have 3 products and 4 coupons. So I don't know if that might have been the issue, but they definitely take them, especially if it's a true manufacturer's coupon. Now, if it's a store coupon, they would be right, but most of those are not ever store coupons. Okay. Yeah, so has anyone had trouble with the Buy Low Digital Rewards lunchbox things? Jessica, I have not. I have already gotten one printout on a whole bunch of marshmallows and mac and cheese. Did you have trouble redeeming it or trouble getting it to print in the store? So kind of, I guess, share what your issues were. But I got mine back without any issues. So hopefully you will have the same. I do know that Bilo ran that movie rewards one probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I went to redeem that, and the whole page was down. So I sent them a message through their Facebook page, and they had it back up and running the next day. So Jessica says it printed one for me, but it wouldn't print anymore, even on other transactions. That's interesting. So I only bought enough for one transaction. I didn't test it on multiple, but there isn't any limit that is mentioned. I might actually send them a message to their corporate office or call their corporate office, Jessica, and see what they say about that one too, because they do have your card numbers. So they should be able to pull up what you've purchased and figure out why it didn't work. But nowhere in the weekly ad does it say a limit of 1 per household or a limit of 1 per day. It just mentions the deals, and nowhere on the website does it mention it either. Okay, so before we run out of time, I do want to hit a few more things. And I mentioned the price matching at Staples, Best Buy, lots of places price match local and online. So if you've got an expensive item on your list, like a graphing calculator, can't necessarily do computers all the time, but they will price match those items in some markets as well. But all of these items, looking for who has the best deal on it and price matching it is usually the way to go. Staples has 110% guarantee on their price match. So they're the winners on most back to school. They only run that 110% guarantee during school season, this back to school season. It will end, it usually ends on September 1st. So as you're price matching and you want to take advantage of that, just keep that in mind. Don't go past that Labor Day mark. But that's a good way to save a chunk on big ticket items. So using that 110% price match guarantee on whatever those things may be. I think this is funny. We have a pink calculator thing going on in our house. But even if you're in the market for a smaller one that's not going to cost an arm and a leg, this is still, for some scientific calculators, depending on what you want it to do, you're still looking at a good 20, 25 bucks. So finding who has the best deal on it and price matching it, probably going to save some money. So a tip here for you guys, at least to figure out who has the best deal online, is use the Southern Savers app. I would love to demonstrate, but I can't do that and be on the phone at the same time. But if you use the Southern Savers app, there's a barcode scanner that is built into the app. It is not meant for groceries. It is meant to help you price match. So scan the back of whatever it is that you're looking for, and it's going to show you who has the best deal on that right now. So you could be in Staples. I'm ready to price match in Staples, and now I know who has the best deal on it so that I can walk right up to the register and get the 110% price match guarantee on that item. So it's a good way to save a little bit more. And Chris, I'm glad that switching web browsers worked. There's a reason why it's my catch-all answer to everything on the internet world. If one browser doesn't work, just try another one. But I am glad that that made it that easy for those coupons to print. Because you don't want to miss out on the $3 off coupons. Definitely don't. More back to school. As we get closer to back to school season, we're seeing more snack coupons come out too. So I would go ahead and grab some of those. I know you're nowhere near lunchbox mode in your mind, but we are seeing the coupons and we are seeing the grocery stores already put those items on sale. So folks were kind of grumbling at Publix's ad not being really that great, but they actually do have a number of back to school items that are part of the ad that are buy one, get one this week with those coupons. So one of the new coupons being for Keebler snack pack, little multi-pack snacks, which are kind of the most expensive way to buy things. But they're buy one, get one this week, and we have a brand new coupon for them. If you go the Lunchable route, they are also on sale at Walmart this week, which Walmart rarely runs a sale, but they have them on sale for $1 this week. I'm not a huge Lunchable fan, though my kids would love it if I would buy them all the time. But starting to grab those items now on sale. You may not think about it with your back to school shopping, but a lot of the grocery stores are already starting the lunchbox items as you're getting into everything. So don't miss those either. Okay, Let's see. I think I'm all caught up with you guys. Kat asks, will I be back in Greenwood anytime soon for a workshop? So actually, I don't have any other workshops set up right now on this schedule. Some of that's my own fault because I've gotten very behind in email. But I will be working on some for the fall, Kat, and I'm also hoping to work on some that are just online. Kind of like the Q&A, but making it more an actual just workshop where it's just a group of us and you can watch whenever you're able to watch. Makes it easier for folks. Not so many folks are wanting to come out for events anymore, so that's part of it too. It makes it a little tricky. So some other things that are around town that you could be grabbing this week. I don't know if you saw or not, but we also got a $3 off Huggies printable this past weekend. It came out on Sunday. That coupon makes for really great deals at Kroger. It also makes for a pretty good deal at Target. So wherever you want to head to, Target does have a gift card on baby care. So you buy $75 worth of any baby care in the baby care department and you get a $15 gift card. So go to town with those $3 off Huggies printables, Loves printables, Pampers printables. Grab them whatever you want. I would recommend the jumbo packs. They're always the better deal because you can use a coupon on every single one of them and then get your gift card back. So that's the Target option. The Kroger option is that Huggies are part of the mega event and Huggies are printing a Catalina. We've talked a lot about Catalinas tonight. But it makes for Huggies diapers that are $3.28 or $3.24 a pack. It's a great price for Huggies diapers with that $3 off printable coupon. So don't miss that one. And I mentioned earlier, we have a bunch of new coupons coming out tomorrow. The $3 off Aveeno being the one that I already mentioned, but we have a number of Annie's coupons and General Mills coupons, Old El Paso. So grabbing or being ready to grab a lot of those when they come out in the morning might be a good thing. Make sure you've got your paper. If you don't, head to Office Depot and get it for a penny if you wanted to go that route too. What's the name of the app for price checking? So Debbie, the Southern Savers app. It's on iTunes and Android. Thanks, Erin, for pointing that out. But that is the app that I was mentioning. So you'll scan, there's a barcode scanner in the dead center of it if you are on iOS or Apple, and if you're on Android, the barcode scanner is in the top right-hand corner, but you just scan the barcode on any product. Don't go grocery, it won't help very much. It's checking online prices and who has the best deal for that item online. So you're more looking at electronics, DVDs, board games, you know, whatever really that you wanted to. Probably not the best deal in groceries. And then don't forget the coupon database either. That's part of the app. But we've got some fun things that aren't necessarily coupons. I don't know if any of you guys have done the Zebra mail-in rebate, but Zebra pens, which have been on sale all over the place, they have a mail-in rebate for $5 back. It's a $5 gift card, Visa or Walmart. It just depends on where you bought them. But you get $5 back when you buy $10 worth of Zebra pens, and they're on sale. So take advantage of the sale with the gift card. Last week it made Zebra pens $1 a pack. After that rebate with a sale at Office Depot. So that would be the one that I would be grabbing. We already did, actually. This is just a piece of ours. We also got a 30-pack, I think, this and a 30-pack. I had already grabbed them when we later found the coupon in the middle of the week that made them even cheaper. That's just life. So taking advantage of the Zebra ones would be the route to go.